them all.
He literally just stood up with low iron. I've been here before.
I've been to the Shadow Realm.
I say that all the time when I stand up and black out a little bit because my iron is low, and I'm just like, sorry, I just went to the Shadow Realm. Like...
Shadow Flight. Welcome back to Darksiders. This is our double jump. Hold X and you can glide with Shadow Flight. Alright, so I'm going to show you. Let me be your wings. And there we go.
Cool. I feel like in my head, he would listen to like metal music, like screamo metal.
Dig through the ditches and burn through
like
the
he would
witches.
definitely be like a Rob Zombie fan. But then I just picture like, okay, so this whole little movie just ran through my head of like War sitting in the driver's seat, driving the other horsemen like we're getting fucked shit up, and like all this metal music, and they're like yeah, and then all of a sudden just like, I wanna be your bubblegum bitch,
my
just
God.
like starts to play, and he's
You okay?
I'm dead inside.
Went a little too hard. You peaked the levels.
I did. It's fine, we're fine.
I'll just slay these demons while you cough out a lung.
Yeah. Well, my voice has just randomly stopped working
Oh, weird.
sometimes, so and I feel like that's my warning. Like if I go beyond that, I lose my ability to talk.
Wow.
I mean, you've heard it a couple times.
A couple times, but usually you correct it and all's good to go.
Yeah. Well, I don't correct it. I just have to wait for my voice to come back.
Oh, okay. Wait for that buffer period.
Yeah.
I have a voice cooldown.
Yeah.
That's basically what it turns into. But I was going to say, Ys 9 had a character that has something similar to Shadow Flight.
Yeah.
Where, like, he sprouts wings and he soars on down.
The hawk character, yeah. It's very cool.
So, and it works like a double jump. You just press the button twice and he goes, oh.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily. So there's like, for all of the characters for their special move, it's all the same button.
Okay.
So it's like, depending on what you're doing,
Gotcha.
you always press the same button. So like, if he were to jump off of like the cliff there, and for example, I would like press A, his wings would come out because he's in flight. Whereas if I like ran at that wall and pressed A, he would scale the wall. Because that's the situation that he's in.
I got you. Okay, so these little auras, they give you a boost to allow you to use Shadow Flight. Yeah, it's a shadow current. And this is how you jump higher. Watch. Whoosh!
Very cool.
Yeah.
Because that is one thing, like, the wings and Ys, like, they don't fly. It's basically so you can glide.
Oh, okay.
So, like, you can't go up. You can just
hovering
glide
from
down.
one area to the next.
Yeah.
So it's similar to, oh, here's a reference, Arcanion. Her wings to where she just went.
Yeah. And she just, like, glides.
Yep.
Yeah.
Glides across. Uh-oh. Health getting low.
For any new watchers, you should go check out Jay Monius's Arcanion game available on the Switch.
Yeah. Check it out. It's probably, I believe, $8, and when it's on a sale, it goes for like $3.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you love retro games similar to like DuckTales, Kirby's Adventure, heavily inspired by Mega Man.
Yeah, I got like big Mega Man vibes.
Yep. Check it out. And he did another game called Pearl vs. Gray. That's a puzzle platformer similar to A Boy and His Blob, but it's a lot snappier.
Yeah.
And we'll be doing that sometime on this channel in the near future.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. Check him out.
Yeah, he's very inspirational for my own game design leisures. So yeah.
And he didn't immediately block me when I thought his potion bottles were chicken legs. So there's that.
That is a plus. Yep.
I was like, I would have blocked me. It's fine.
Aw, man. We've gotten some good puppers. I am proud of the few, the proud, the puppers. Okay. So now we're scaling the walls of these lava-filled
demon
caverns.
honeycombs.
Yeah. A demon hive, basically. That's what we got here. And this, like, tentacle beast will smack you off if you give it the chance. So you just gotta slash it. It's, like, multi-face. It has, like, numerous skulls.
Yeah.
But it's like a big old tentacle. Very bizarre.
It kind of reminds me of this book that I just finished reading.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
Yeah.
shit. They're scaling. Get down.
So, like, the whole point of this book is, like, this group of kids are basically, like, a part of the hive. And it's just referenced as the hive.
Okay.
And it's basically, like, they can see the future. They can predict, like, lottery numbers. They can predict, like, all of these different things to, like, keep themselves sustained and to protect themselves. And it's, like, they can bring people into the hive to become a part of the hive. But they also do, like, self-punishment. So, like, they take care of situations their way. And it's like, so, for example, like, one of the girls in the hive was, like, being harassed by one of the boys at this camp. And, like, he had a nude picture of her and he was, like, showing everyone. And, yeah, just being a big jerk about it.
Okay, so this is actually, like, kids, not, like, mutants?
Correct.
Okay, you said hive, and in relation
to
this,
they're regular
I immediately
human,
assumed, like, superhumans.
Kind of, but they appear just human.
Okay, all right.
And they just have, like, special ability. But so, like, the hive took him and they put him in the hive and turned him into honey and then sold him at a bake sale.
Ooh, wow. Well, all right then.
I like this whole book. It's called The Honeys. I would recommend it. The author's last name is Lasala.
Okay.
But it's kind of like Mean Girls meets Alien.
Ooh.
And it's wonderful.
Very interesting. I'm curious how it's like Alien.
Because of how the hive works.
Okay.
It's almost like the hive is its own entity. And when it takes over a person, it just reminds me of the little chest burster.
Ah, okay. I got you. Very cool. Yeah, we don't really have that many souls. So we'll have to come back to old Volgrim.
I like how he holds his hands.
Oh, here we go. He'll be like, please take your time.
I feel like that's, if Luna had big hands like that, that's the way she would move when I'm filling her food bowls. Yes.
Please take
She
your
just
time.
rubs her little paws together.
Oh, new enemy. Soldiers of the undead. Come forth. Oh, come on, buddy. Nice. So yeah, we got these big old atrocities in gaming flying about. We got undead soldiers that I get to just shatter to bits. I'm under the impression they're basically like skeletal soldiers.
Yeah, that's what they look like.
Oh, and there's the ghouls. The ghouls have come back. Crunch.
See, I feel like the ones that are like rising up out of the muck, I feel like they're more zombie-like.
Okay.
And then the other bigger ones are more ghoul-like.
Okay. Very well could be.
Because
What about this big motherfucker?
that's Hulk's cousin, Flaming Swamp Monster.
This is Hefe.
He's very sensitive.
This is what irritable bowel syndrome looks like.
Yup.
This is the visual representation of what it looks like, what it feels
To
like.
have
Just
an IBS
an
attack.
inflamed gut. You know, and when it really hits after a spicy curry or Mongolian, I go and explode.
It's terrifying.
Okay. Good, good, good. Slop. So it takes a while, but like that mini map really is showing me a lot of like what I can do, and it takes a while until I actually like follow the map.
Okay.
I'm usually just like looking around in the game like, ooh, what's this? What do I want to kill? And then I'm just like, can I explore here? And if I looked at the map, I'd be like, nope, no, I can't. That's not an actual path. That's part of the scenery. My bad.
My bad.
Let's summon the golem.
Golem.
All right, to be fair, We were watching Adventure Time, and Jake the dog said Gollum, so
See?
I don't know anymore.
I feel like it's just the pronunciation is literally just where you're from. So kind of like how people say potato, potato,
Potato.
tomato.
You might be right.
These servants of the Destroyer walk unseen within the realm of shadow. By their blood we are bound. By their blood shall we be free.
That's what constipation looks like.
Shadow realm. Much of my power has left me.
You need not fear
You need not enter.
it. Seem to the accursed
I will grant you the golden power.
time.
That's the face of someone with constipation.
Oh my god.
Hope have we now against the
Alright, so anyways,
We're
we're
going to the Shadow Realm.
sorcery?
Get ready, Yugi.
Hope will not bring you freedom.
Okay, so now we're in the Shadow Realm. And we have to find the Shadow Lurkers and kill them all.
He literally just stood up with low iron. I've been here before.
I've been to the Shadow Realm.
I say that all the time when I stand up and black out a little bit because my iron is low, and I'm just
Oh,
like,
wow.
sorry, I just went to the Shadow Realm. Like,
You're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
I saw this meme the other day, and I haven't been able to think about it any differently.
Okay.
When it's like people have been saying baked potato for a long time.
Okay.
When it's baked potato,
Yeah.
like with a P, and we put a B on it instead.
Ah.
And now I've been trying to correct myself, and I can't stop saying potato.
Potato.
Baked potato.
All right, so our trial is defeat 5 enemies using aerial combos within the time limit. Bonus souls will be rewarded afterwards,
We
with
were-
all time remaining on the clock.
We were talking about potatoes before, and I held on to that thought for as long as I could.
Okay, so the Shadow Lurkers are basically little trials. You have to defeat the enemies within a time limit and using certain conditions. So these only count if I kill them with an aerial combo.
Oh.
See, that doesn't count. Damn it. Because he was on the ground. I gotta launch him in the air and kill him in the air. So it goes like this. Nope. There we go. Nope. So my problem is I'm holding in the button. When, like, once I get him in the air, then I just start tapping. So 1... Shit. Oh, nope, that counted. Okay.
So you just get more souls if you do it that way?
You have to defeat 5 of them or you can't complete the trial. And if
Oh.
the time goes out, you fail the trial.
Gotcha.
You get more souls if you have more time left over.
Okay.
So, like, there's a quicker way to do it, but it's not this.
Well, I mean, you're getting pretty close. Like, you only need 2 more, and you still
Yeah.
have almost 2 minutes. 1 more.
Yeah, but if I knew what I was doing right away, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have fumbled. Like, this is not a hard challenge. This is the first batch of challenges.
Joey! Joey, you bobbled the ball!
I don't know that reference.
That
I'm thinking of
was
Friends.
That was from 11-year-old Amanda playing baseball,
Okay.
and I was a cretin.
Hello, I have
And-
not Sauron.
One of my teammates always dropped the ball. Always. And the
Never fails.
And the coach would make everyone run laps if someone bobbled the ball.
Oh, Jesus.
So
So we didn't like that guy very much.
everyone would just scream, "Joey, you bobbled the ball!" Like,
I don't want Joey on my team.
like, does Joey have to play?
I feel bad for those kind of kids. Like, I was that kid in some sports where it's just like, if you screw up, the whole team pays for it. I'm like, why?
There was
That just makes them hate me, you
Yeah.
idiot.
There was one time in guard, because it was the same way. Like, if you show up late, everyone runs laps. So, like, because you're letting your team down if you're not there.
Yeah.
So it's like, and I remember the one time, something had happened. I don't fully remember what it was. It was a family situation, and I ended up showing up real late. And everyone was so mad. And I told our instructor, I was like, listen, I'm taking everyone's laps. It is not fair to them.
Okay.
Because I was 20 minutes late.
Yeah.
And
It's like, that's a military shit.
Yeah.
It's like Full Metal Jacket to when he found the jelly donut in the guy's private pal's locker.
I've
and he's
never
just like,
seen
oh,
it.
Jesus, what is this? And then he's like, they'll pay for it, you eat it. So he's eating the jelly donut while everyone else is, like, I think doing push-ups. And they end up beating the snot out of him.
I've never seen Full Metal Jacket.
It's a messed up movie, I'll say that.
Yeah.
About, like, the detrimental effect it has on people's mind when you go into war. Like, it does not glorify war at all. It is just a very depressing movie. But it's Stanley Kubrick, so what can you do?
Yeah.
I like that attack. He's like, batter up!
Swing!
Hey, about a swing!
Yeah. I don't know.
Look at that. 49 hit combo. That doesn't happen often. Just one shy of a 50 hit combo. Will I have a 50 hit combo in this playthrough? Who knows? Probably not. Don't hold on to it.
But I feel like group punishment like that could either work really well or not work at all. So, like, it's either going to make your entire team hate you,
It's usually what happens.
or it's going to make your team want to help you to get better. Because I've seen and experienced it both ways. Like, there was one girl in guard that
Oh no,
just,
it's
like,
an IBS beast.
just, like, could not do this one toss with the saber. And, like, we as a team got together to help her get it.
Interesting.
So it's like, because we were tired of running laps from her dropping her equipment.
I wonder if that's the point. Like, it's supposed to also challenge the team to be like, you
to
can
teach
help them.
Yeah, to be like, listen, like, if they're not getting it, you can help.
And, like, it separates the good teams from the bad teams.
Yeah.
The bad teams will
'Cause I
take
have-
their anger out
yeah.
on that individual.
Because that's how it was whenever
Interesting.
whenever I did more artistic sports, like dancing, color guard, winter guard, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was very much like we stopped to help that person to improve. When I played sports,
Mm-hmm.
it was very much like, that guy sucks, we're going to get him. So
okay.
it was like, it was not very cohesive.
Of course, you realize this means war.
Yeah.
Oh, alrighty then. Yeah, I think there was like a total of 2 sports I was good at. Badminton, which isn't much of a sport, it's more of an activity.
Tennis.
Yeah, tennis, and soccer, surprisingly. I was decent at soccer.
I feel like you would be good at soccer.
Yeah.
Maybe not goalie.
Fucking hell, I couldn't be a goalie for shit.
I hated being a goalie in soccer, but I loathed it in hockey.
Ooh.
I was like, how the fuck am I blocking this thing?
Yeah. I
I was like, Coach, it ain't me.
I was a stand-in for my brother's deck hockey team once, and I was like, I don't like this. I enjoyed playing soccer. I never played soccer. It was always like coworkers. We would like go
Okay.
and pretend like we knew what we were doing. But it was still really fun.
Dodgeball was fun. I remember getting timeout because I cussed. Girls surrounded me, and I said, well, son of a bitch. And they told on me, and I was out. I was out for the day.
I was never good at dodgeball. I was really, really good at baseball, and I was okay at volleyball.
Okay.
Those
I
were, like-
sucked at volleyball.
Yeah.
I hit the damn thing, it would go over that way.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, shit.
I was okay with volleyball. I really liked racquetball, but that's not like a...
I was decent at volleyball, and this has nothing to do with the gym, like as a fun activity in the pool. I don't know
Yeah.
why. I was better at volleyball in the pool.
Most people
Put
are.
me on solid fucking ground. Doing.
Well, most people are better at pool volleyball.
I wonder if there's a reason for that.
It's easier to move your body.
I guess so. I guess that is the reason.
You're lighter in the water.
Yeah.
If you fall in the water, it's easier to get up.
That is true. And baseball, I was decent. I had my good days and my bad days.
Yeah. I was never a very strong hitter, but I was really good on the field.
Kickball was another one. I'd have ones where it'd be like, oh shit, Warren did a home run. And then
Yeah.
others where my shoe would go that way, the ball would go
Yeah.
this way, and I'm just like, do I go after the shoe or do I run to first base? So I'm like hopping over to first base.
Hustling.
Someone threw in my shoe, I'm safe. I could do this.
The problem that I had with like sports versus something that was more like dancing, I have this real big problem of being a shit talker.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah, I got way too competitive. There was one time, I don't think I'll ever forget, because my sister was playing softball, and she was at a tournament, and one of my games had just ended. So I went down to watch her play, and my mom was the scorekeeper for her team. And I was sitting in the dugout behind my mom, and the ref was making terrible calls, and I was just like, get some glasses!
Uh-oh.
Like, just shit-talking the calls this ref was making. And he looked at my mom and was like, one more remark and you're out of here! And she was like, it's not me.
Aw.
And then I made one more thing, and he was like, get out of here! My mom was like, you know what? And she like threw her clipboard and went. So if you're kicking me out, I'm gonna say my piece.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that was always really funny that I got my mom kicked out of a game because I
Oh, I'm
was
sure she
shit-talking
found
the
that
ref.
hilarious. So the truth comes out. Innocent little baby Amanda, my ass. Out of my hairy ass you were.
That was only in sports. I don't know what it was. I was just way too competitive with sports.
You try that shit with games and then you're just like, nope. You just
I'm
get
just like,
mad.
not worth
Shut
it.
up!
Not worth it.
Hey, I'm in second place. Oh, shut up!
Shut the hell up.
Oh no, I got knocked back to fourth.
Oh, poor baby. I'm in 4th place. Me in 12th. There's only 11 slots.
Now. Let's not get that excessive.
I got so excited the one time that I was in 1st place, and then you shot me with a red turtle.
You didn't notice until you saw the replay and you were just like, oh, so that's who threw the shell.
And I was like, you bitch, you couldn't even let me have one thing.
Be like, and you just glared at me and said, you better check your dinner tonight, son.
Hey, we've made that agreement.
We did make that
No
agreement.
matter how mad or how whatever, I will never mess with food.
Well, good. I'm glad.
That, to me, that's a breach of trust. Like,
Fuck
how would
yeah,
you
it
ever
is.
be able to trust me if I fucked with your food?
Yeah.
Because I was mad. Like, that's just such a shitty thing to do.
I only did that as a kid, and like, I did it to my dad, and I did it by like putting like dirt and sticks in his whiskey, and I was like, I poisoned him. He's like, no, you just kind of ruined it.
Oh, see, we did that with liquor, too. We put, syrup of epicac.
Oh my god, you went hardcore.
Yeah, and my dad's whiskey.
You summoned the shadow realm on your dad.
He was not a happy camper.
You think?
In our defense, when we did it, we did put Mr. Yuck stickers on the bottle. So, he didn't listen to Mr. Yuck.
He was like, oh, very funny, Mr.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Takes a swig.
Wow. Dark baby Amanda. Darth Mando.
Mando.
All right. Oh, boy. Kids will be kids.
I was a good kid, but I had a very...
Oh, yeah,
like,
you
I
were the
had-
real good shit
I had
lollipop.
I had a righteous issue. Like, you think that I seek justice now as an adult. You should have seen Baby Amanda.
Oh, my God. You were a little social justice peewee, weren't you?
I was.
Ugh.
But it wasn't so much
The glory
like...
end. Only kill with instant kills. Okay. No problem.
Yeah, I was ruthless.
Want to see something cool?
Oh.
I'm going to do a chain attack with these atrocities of gaming.
They have little afros?
La da da da. No, that's just their mane.
Oh. It's cute. I like it.
I'm just a little black rain cloud wandering over the sea.
I kind of wish they were afros.
See how I'm doing? Well, they're not, so.
Well, they're more like, I guess, realistic bat.
So,
like
la-di-da-di-dee.
the fur on the back of their neck.
La-di-da-di-di. But no, it's really cool. Like, if you just jump and hit circle, you will grab onto a nearby bat. And you can just do it as many times as there's a bat nearby. And I'm just like, I'm singing in the rain. Blood spraying everywhere. Just singing in the rain. It's fun. You can actually get an achievement if you rack up so many. I forget what the achievement's called.
Wasn't that in Clockwork Orange and, like, Gene Kelly had a huge issue?
Yes, he did, because it was for a rape scene.
Yeah.
And he was like, Gene Kelly wouldn't speak to... It was either the director or Malcolm McDowell, who was the actor. Like, he saw them the following week, and Gene Kelly was just like, hey, and left. Like, yeah, you...
I mean, that's really insulting. It's either insulting or flattering, because it's like, the point that they were going for was, like, the stark difference.
Yes.
So it's like, that song was so happy and so well done that it was the perfect starkness to this disgusting act. Like,
Yes.
But then it's also like, we defiled your perfect song.
Well, it's that, and, like, Stanley Kubrick, people are going to remember that song, like, you
Because
immediately
of-
thought of that
yeah.
movie, whereas I was honestly thinking of Singing in the Rain with Gene
Well,
Kelly.
I think that's the thing, though, is
Doesn't help that that's one of my favorite musicals.
well, that, and I think most people will immediately think of whatever they saw first.
Right.
So it's like, I've never seen Singing in the Rain. So I don't think of that first.
Right.
It's similar when people, like, talk about remakes, like Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah.
Or not Cabin in the Woods. Last House on the Left.
I mean, you could have just ran with it. I
Had to correct myself. Last House on the Left, there was one done in the 70s, and it was so unnerving and disturbing to watch.
Yeah,
And then-
I saw the remake.
Yeah, and the remake is just, like, a gore fest.
No, I'll defend that. So the first half is still very depressing.
Yeah.
The issue is the parents get revenge in
Yeah.
the remake. There is no
And the,
revenge
and the
in
daughter
original.
lives in the
Correct.
remake.
Yes.
So it's just like, it completely undoes what the original, like the fear from the original.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to give you like a ray of hope, but
Yeah.
I get it.
But like, I saw the one from the 70s first. So
Mm-hmm.
anytime someone was like, oh, Last House on the Left, that's the one I think of. It's the same with Amityville Horror. Like, I think of the original one.
Like I thought it was a very good movie until I learned of the original, and I was
Yeah.
just like,
Have you ever
okay,
seen
it's
the original?
Fine. No,
It's fucked up.
I've never seen the original. Only the remake.
It's messed up, especially because, like, there is no CG. There is no, like, special effects.
I mean, I'm sure
like-
there is, but like
There's
it's 70s.
There's one
They-
scene
they
where
had-
he's disemboweling her that it's like, yeah, you can tell that's not real intestines, but
I should hope not.
you know. Well,
Aha,
at least
they
they're
were
not
real intestines,
they're not
just not
real-
from a girl.
I was gonna say they're not real human intestines, at least, but like it's messed up.
I believe it.
Like I had to take a minute after watching that movie, especially because we currently live in the Last House on the Left.
Well, shit, you just
Good night.
yeah.
Good night, Ren. Well, that's like when I watch like my true crime.
Luna's gonna be like, "Don't worry, I'm here for you."
My true crime before bed. Mm-hmm. Except for that one time I was watching it in the bathroom so that I didn't wake you up, and then I opened the door and you were just on the floor. Woo! And the last thing that they said in the video was they never found the body. And then I opened the door to you on the floor and I'm like, it's the body! Like,
Yep, petting the cat.
Yep.
You just open the door and then
I
go.
was like, woo! I'm not a screamer, I'm a wooer.
Yeah, you go woo.
Woo!
Just like you don't laugh, you wheeze.
I just,
All right, so there we go. That's the last of the Shadow Realms. We went on a bit of a tangent, but hey, it kept us occupied while we had a bloodbath.
yeah.
So how about that?
I really like his wings.
You like his shadow flight?
I like your wings, sir. They're very suiting.
They're always watching.
Always watch.
What is it about this playthrough that makes me think of Angels in the Outfield? Is it because that's the only interpretation of angels that are good?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the only if you know of any movie or cartoon or anything that is not specifically religious, where angels are the good guys,
Yeah, let us know.
let me know because the only one I can think of is Angels in the Outfield.
Yeah. I did not know that was baby Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I know. So small.
Ravager. Increase war's damage with environmental weapon attacks.
Aw, he's using the environment.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you, War.
See, Rider of the Apocalypse can do better than the average American citizen.
I know, right? He's like, I recycled this bottle into a weapon. Ah! Like, shank a bitch.
All right, so the path is opened. In the next episode, we're going to continue our journey towards Tiamat, the chosen with the first, still beating heart. But
Okay.
look, when you equip that, the aura on your weapon changes.
I like it. I
So
like
now
it.
I have a glowing purple aura that lets me know that I equipped them. Hey, you.
Excuse me, I want the purple sword, not the green sword.
Cha-ching.
Thank you.
Well, then just equip the right emblem. All right, folks. We'll see you all in the next episode of Darksiders.
Toodles! Ooh, squish.
Squish, squish.